Hey all, welcome back to another Dr. Tacocat devlog. It's been a busy last couple weeks. We have a new level, a new character, and some new abilities. The new level is set at the boardwalk alongside the Sea of Brownfield. It'll act as an enemy-free zone where you can casually skate and build up your skills. This was probably the number one request from the initial playtest results, to have a space that is free of danger, and then you can practice getting those kickflips down. So besides the removal of enemies here, I also pushed back the spawning times for the various skatable objects. I was hoping this would relieve some pressure in the game and create a more relaxed environment. The other thing I did in the game, based on play results, is slow the characters down a bit. It's kind of interesting as the speed crept up. You know, I've been playing the game for a couple months now, back and forth, and it's second nature, you know, as a developer and knowing exactly what's going on. So it was great to hear that feedback, and yeah, Dr. Tacocat is a little slower now, but it's good. It plays great. So again, thanks to everyone that played the game and shared what they thought. So the next major change was the addition of a third character. Welcome to the team, Fox Fox. So the cool thing about Fox Fox is he is a little faster, so that'll create a nice counterbalance to the Tacocat speed if you want to play it slower or faster. And he also jumps a little higher, so these back ledges on the levels a little easier to reach. You don't have to do the double combos to get there. But as a counter result, it takes a little longer for him to pull some tricks off. So Dr. Tacocat can do a kickflip in 1.3 seconds, and I think it takes Fox Fox maybe 1.6. And these times are they're variable based on trick, and as a result, we'll have different point sets. So it's kind of weird. I haven't really drawn in a while. I've been focused heavily on the coding aspect and the game engine implementation, and it was kind of weird to go back into Photoshop and start drawing again. So time consuming in that program. The way I was setting up all my projects is I was drawing in white and then separating each color by layer, and then coloring in the blending properties for that layer, the different colors, so I could change it later on and have somewhat of a dynamic workflow, which is great later on, but kind of lends this weird sense of over efficiency at the beginning, makes the whole thing take longer. And you know, I switched to A-Sprite, and it's wonderful. It's great. I don't know why I spent so much time in Photoshop to begin with. It's just that like sunken cost kind of idea on a program, you know. And if you're doing any kind of pixel art, I recommend it. It's been great for me. I know there's a couple other programs that have similar results, but yeah, drawing is awesome in the program, and exporting, I no longer have to combine sprite sheets, and it's great. Yeah, I can just export to my engine folder and then adjust accordingly, and then that kind of removes all the need to create such a dynamic workflow from the beginning, you know. So that was good. I'm happy with it, and it's been great. That being said, I did spend quite some time drawing Fox Fox here. We're reusing all the skate animations. So the way I set that up now is the character and the board are on different layers in the engine as well, and then that way I can adjust height and stuff. But also, we can change out characters and use the same skateboard. But that being said, all the tricks, it takes time, and it was I think it was worth it though. It's a nice fun change, and yeah, I'm happy Fox is here and joins the team. As for the abilities, I've implemented a grab trick system. So they can do a method grab, an indie grab, a nose grab, and a tail grab in the air. And now, as a contrast to the flip tricks, which only can be initiated from the ground, like skateboarding, the grab tricks you can do at any time while you're in the air. So if you have some extra time after a kickflip, or you're launching off some stairs or a ramp and you want to throw some points in there it is. So the next thing, and again, this is coming from player response, is I added a break character stop. You put your foot down and you slow down. Now, from a gameplay perspective, I was kind of hesitant to put this in there from the beginning. I was kind of tied to the idea of a more traditional infinite runner, but I think it's good, and I've already added in the start ability where you can push, so it seems appropriate as well, and I think maybe that's how creativity gets expanded. That when we have these defined set of ideas and we just push them further, it's a good thing. So don't be held back by your ideology of what a specific class of a thing is, if that's any kind of takeaway from that, because the break is nice, it's fun, it's good, and it adds this extra depth to the game. Yeah, I'm excited about that as well. And so that being said, I did change the default key bindings as well to accommodate this. So the old ones are still saved in the game, and you can switch between them on and off. I think it's labeled as technical skating, and it used shift and tab and alt and control for all the push, stop, ollie kind of stuff. And Windows doesn't like me using these buttons, because then you start doing things like alt W, and it's an easier way. Now, that being said, the gamepad is still the same, but W, A, S, and D is now skate, break, grind, and grab trick, while the arrow keys are the trick modifiers, as opposed to before the W, A, S, and D was the trick modifier. Which is good. It's good. It's a little weird for me because I've been playing it for so long to switch. But if you're starting from new and coming just in, I think it's a little more natural of a control system. Now for a more technical side of the game change, I did a major overhaul to both the lighting system and the animation system. Originally for the animation system, I was using Unity's blend trees to decide which trick to use and which trick animation to play, and then the functions that got called afterward were reliant on those animations. And it was a great way to map the different directions into the animation system and to choose it, but it became troublesome, as you might expect to rely on that. So the control system is now hard-coded inside the scripts, and then it's toggled individually each animation, and it feels better. The game is more snappier, and I'm happy with that. It took quite some time to pull them out of the blend trees, but it was a good upgrade. I'm glad I did that. And the next major thing is I upgraded to the new lighting system. Now, I was a little hesitant to do this because, like I was saying before, I was kind of stuck in this idea of what pixel graphics were and what a pixel-oriented game was. And these dynamic, full-featured lights didn't seem appropriate for that. And, I had some pushback with myself this whole time. We have a video a couple weeks ago about me implementing this like sprite sheet based system that I was using. But when I was adding the new level in, I was attempting to make a reasonable sun. So in the new boardwalk level, the game starts darker, and over about 2 minutes it gets lighter. And I wanted to do this because that's when the boardwalk is absent of people, and it's nice to skate there. And for us that like to skate and be out, these are like these times it's like a great feel. So I wanted to add this into the game and have a sunrise. And to do that with the old system, it was possible, but I was like, you know what, this is a good enough reason to switch. So we upgraded to the new scriptable render pipeline and tried some of these features out. And I think it turned out great. And this level looks totally different, but like in a better way. And I'm pleased with it. And it goes back to the idea of, we have these like boundaries of what things should be, and sometimes they're just made up boundaries, and it's okay to go beyond that. And we started the project out with that mentality as well. There's a lot of noise overlays in the game and certain kind of subtle blending going on that softens the pixel up a bit, that I thought was great, and I wanted to continue that kind of progression. So here's the level. I think it looks good. Let me know what y'all think, and then cool. Yeah, that's about gets us up to date. I'm gonna continue working on it. If you want to hang out, there's Discord down below. You can follow the link there, and that's where I'll be. Have a good one. Oh yeah, the Steam link. You can go check it out on Steam if you want the wish list.